The day Funmi brought Bouncer home, our small compound in Yaba filled with a kind of joy I had not felt in years. She would found him whimpering near Yaba Underbridge, a scruffy, golden-brown German Shepherd mixed puppy, no bigger than a shoebox. Mama Ngozi shrieked with delight, scooping him up. Papa Sagan even cracked a rare smile. Everyone crowded around, cooing. But as I watched Bouncer, all sharp puppy teeth and boundless energy, a knot tightened in my stomach. I saw his paws, his strong little frame. This was not going to be a small lapdog. This was going to be a beast. Right from the start, I tried to set boundaries. Bouncer, cute as he was, loved to jump. He would spring onto our laps, paws scratching, his little tail wagging like a blur. When he jumped on me, I would firmly put him down, saying, "Nah." Mama Ngozi would just laugh. Leave him, Tunde. He is just playing. Funmi would stroke his head. He is just a puppy. He does not know any better. I would try to explain. He will not be a puppy forever. He is going to be big. We need to teach him now or it will be wahala later. But my words just floated away, unheard, in the general adoration. Months blurred into a frustrating cycle. Bouncer, true to my prediction, grew like an Irako tree. At 9 months, he was already 70 pounds, a bundle of muscle and fur that still thought he was a tiny lapdog. He would chew anything, my good leather sandals, Funmis textbooks, even Papa Sagan's newspaper. The compound gates were no match for his digging ambitions. Every day it was something new. The constant sound of his barking at passers-by became the soundtrack to our lives. The kitchen became a war zone. Bouncer, with his new height and endless hunger, discovered the joy of counter-surfing. One afternoon, I walked in to find him with his front paws on the kitchen counter, mouth full of akara Mama Ngozi had just fried. She walked in right behind me, shocked. "Bouncer, Omo, wetin be this?" Then she turned to me. Tunde, you should have put it away." I stared. "Mama, he should not be on the counter at all. He needs training, abeg." But she just sighed, already cleaning up the mess, blaming herself instead of the dog's lack of discipline. The complaints started rolling in from the neighbors. Mrs. Balagun, a woman who rarely spoke above a whisper, cornered Mama Ngozi one evening. Bouncer had apparently dug up her prized crocus flowers that morning. Then Mr. Adebola from next door, whose children often played near our fence, voiced concerns about Bouncer's aggressive barking. I heard these discussions, saw the shame on Mama Ngozi's face. But still, the narrative was the same. He is just active, or he is protecting us. My family was blind, or maybe just unwilling to admit they were wrong. Then came the day my Auntie Ngozi, visited from Abuja. She is a non-nonsense woman, very proper. Bouncer, in his usual overly enthusiastic greeting, lunged at her as she stepped out of her Uber. He jumped, paws on her chest, barking joyfully. Auntie Ngozi shrieked, her perfectly tailored dress tearing slightly. She stumbled back, almost falling. I had to quickly grab Bouncer, wrestling him away. The embarrassment was palpable. Mama Ngozi was mortified, apologizing profusely. Yet later, Funmi tried to lighten the mood. "Auntie, Bouncer just loves you too much." I wanted to scream. I spent hours online, researching professional dog trainers in Lagos. I found a few near Ikeja GRA, some with impressive testimonials. I even got quotes. The cheapest was around 50,000 for a basic obedience course. I presented my findings to the family, hoping the incident with Auntie Ngozi had opened their eyes. Papa Sagan looked at the figures, shook his head. Tunde, this is too much money for dog. We will manage him. He will calm down as he gets older." Mama Ngozi nodded. "Yes, he is still young. He will learn." It felt like talking to a brick wall. My efforts were futile. One Sunday, our young cousin, small Chiamaka, came over. She loved Bouncer, calling him my big teddy bear. They were playing in the yard. I was inside, but I heard a sudden scream, followed by Chiamaka's cries. I rushed out. Bouncer had tackled her, not maliciously, but with the force of his full 70 pounds, knocking her to the hard ground. She was scraped and bruised, sobbing. It was a close call. Mama Ngozi rushed to comfort Chiamaka, her face finally showing a flicker of real fear, not just annoyance. The innocence of play was wearing thin. The climax arrived during Mama Ngozi's birthday celebration. We had a small gathering. The house was filled with family, laughter, the rich aroma of jollof rice and suya wafting from the kitchen. Elder Namdi, Papa Segun's highly respected uncle, sat in the main armchair. Everyone was relaxed, chatting. Bouncer, usually relegated to the back, had somehow slipped into the living room, drawn by the delicious smells. I saw him from across the room, his eyes fixed on Elder Namdi's plate, piled high with goat meat pepper soup. My heart pounded. Before I could react, Bouncer launched himself. It was a blur of fur and motion. He did not just jump, he lunged, landing squarely on Elder and Namdi. The elder cried out, his plate of hot pepper soup flying from his hands, spilling everywhere. Bouncer, oblivious to the chaos he would caused, snapped up a piece of suya from the floor, his tail thumping against Elder Namdi's leg. The entire room went silent. All eyes were on the disheveled elder, stained with soup, and Bouncer casually enjoying his stolen treat. The shame was absolute. Elder Namdi, regaining his composure, stood up slowly. He looked at Bouncer, then at Papa Sagan, then at Mama Ngozi. His eyes were cold, filled with disappointment. This is not how a dog should behave in a home, he said, his voice quiet but stern. Papa Sagan stammered apologies, while Mama Ngozi covered her mouth, tears welling in her eyes. I felt a surge of grim satisfaction, but it was quickly replaced by profound sadness for my family's humiliation. This was the moment of truth, a hard, bitter pill for them to swallow. That night, after everyone had left and the mess was cleaned, the compound was eerily silent. Mama Ngozi sat on the veranda, her face buried in her hands. Papa Sagan sat beside her, rubbing her back. Funmi was quiet, looking utterly defeated. "Tunde," Mama Ngozi finally choked out, her voice thick with tears. You were right. I am so sorry. I should have listened." Her words, so long awaited, were painful to hear, laden with so much regret. It was not about being right anymore, but about the lesson learned through such a difficult experience. We held a proper family meeting the next day. No excuses, no laughter, just sober faces. I explained again, calmly, the importance of consistent training, of setting boundaries. This time, they listened. Really listened. Papa Sagan, his voice heavy, agreed to the trainer. "We will find the money, Tunde," he said. "This animal, he is part of our family now, but he must learn respect." Funmi even offered to contribute some of her savings. It was a united front, finally, forged in the ashes of our collective embarrassment and fear. We hired a trainer, a stern but kind man named Mr. Olamide from Ikeja GRA. He came to our compound twice a week. Bouncer, true to form, was initially stubborn, full of defiance. He would try to jump, to run, to steal treats. But Mr. Olamide was patient, firm. He taught us how to use commands, how to reward good behavior, how to correct bad habits without being cruel. It was not just Bouncer being trained, it was all of us. We learned to be consistent, to be a team in guiding our powerful dog. Months passed. Bouncer, once a whirlwind of chaos, transformed. He still had his playful energy, but it was now channeled. He walked calmly on a leash, sat on command, and knew not to jump on guests or raid the kitchen. He became a true protector, standing guard at the gate, alert but controlled. My family, too, changed. We learned the value of foresight, of discipline, and of listening to each other. Bouncer, the dangerous puppy, became the loyal heart of our Yaba home, a constant reminder that sometimes tough love is the kindest love of all. And that even a small wahala can grow into a big lesson if you do not address it early.